What's up, you guys? This is Robert at Shy Bears Plus on Twitter. You found me on YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe, tackle the bell, leave a crispy comment, do all those things. No video of me today. I am rearranging the Shy Bears Plus studio, but you don't care about that. What you care about is the Bears win 16-14. This is your Shy Bears Plus post-game show. This game might always be the Eddie Pinheiro game, the Eddie De Niro game, if you will, which we saw all over Twitter and in the Nagy press conference. I saw Eddie Money on I think it was the Trib. Great nickname, Eddie De Niro. I like them both. I kind of like the Eddie De Niro with the play on the Pinheiro to the De Niro, because I'm a big rhymer. That's the things that I do. But at the end of the game, he came through clutch. So money, so crispy. You love to see it with the game winner. A lot of things happened to get there. We got a lot to go over, so let's jump right into everything else. Speaking of kickers, I couldn't believe McManus actually missed that extra point before that it got taken away with the offsides, and then somehow miraculously the ball got respotted like half the distance near the goal line. That was just a crazy situation. It's hard to believe that the NFL didn't think of that. In my opinion, they should change that rule. If you're going to go for one, you get a penalty, you stick with it. Either way, if you go for two, you stick with it either way. Like, moving back and forth 15 yards is just absolute insanity. I don't think it is very cool at all. Anyway, McManus, with a mustache like that, you should not be missing kicks. You should be crushing kicks or working highway patrol. One of the two, I don't know. You should be crushing something, I'll tell you that. Amazing mustache. Not everybody can do it. It's so crispy. You love to see it. We learned a lot about the Bears. I learned a lot. I learned some things for sure, and some things I learned. The one thing I learned for sure is I'm not really sure about anything. Here's the one thing I am sure of. The Bears are who we thought they were, and they're the same team that we saw last year. Unfortunately, the offense is not taking the step forward. I know we're playing two great teams. Most people here are going to watch that game and be a little bit upset and a little bit worried that maybe Trubisky isn't the guy. Maybe Nagy isn't the guy. I'm not saying if he is or isn't. We're going to let this whole season play out. I have questions about both, but I would love to see them develop, get a little momentum throughout the year, and then just crush. I would love to see it. However, buckle up. It just might be a bumpy ride all the way down to the end of the season, to where 3-point game, 5-point games, just like last year, doing just enough to win games. We might be in the same exact situation this year. I'm preparing myself mentally for it. Although I'm hoping that we start blowing some teams out here. The schedule seems to be softening up a little bit. I think the Vikings are beatable at home in 2 games. I believe we have Washington at Washington. We should be able to beat them. They're 0-2. I'm not going to start counting my chickens. Let's just say that there's some games coming up that are winnable. We should get on a roll here. And maybe this will be a nice little confidence booster, just like after the Vikings after the Packers lost last year, we come back and get the dub, and all of a sudden, the club dub, things start rolling in the correct direction. Maybe that's where we're going. I sure hope so. I reserve the right to say that I don't know. I'm not really sure. I want to see some progression, and I'd love to see. I mean, this is a Super Bowl team probably anyway, even just playing like this, but maybe not. I'll say a Super Bowl contender. Let me pause, hit the brakes. There's some really good teams out there in the NFL. Kansas City, the Patriots, name a couple that you're going to have to contend with. So let's just pump the brakes and say, yeah, they're a contender. I'm not saying they're going to the bowl right now. Anyway, last video, scrutinized Matt Nagy quite a bit, and I feel like I was 100% justified in doing so, right? I think the play calling was better this game. You have a shutdown defense. We don't need to be passing the ball 50 times a game. Nagy took the ball out of Trubisky's hands, took some of the weight off of his shoulders in this game. They ran the ball 29 times and passed the ball 27 times. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. We're closer to where we need to be until Trubisky proves that he should be passing the ball 45 times a game. We're closer. We're getting closer, all right? Can you guys only imagine how Nagy had to feel begrudgingly calling 29 run plays in that game? Like, it had to be killing him, eating him up inside. I can't think of the words I can't visualize or put into words how he had to feel, but there was probably some sort of a gremlin in his stomach or something, just dying to get out. There's the devil on his shoulders going, pass, 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 and he's trying to use his good conscience, right? Anyway, I was just watching him call those run plays and just thinking, man, he's put sunglasses on yesterday just so he can hide how mad he is that he has to actually run the ball. It looked like he was killing him. Anyway, let's continue on. I got a little bit stuck there on a tangent. But he sort of even called all those run plays as if he was just trying to prove it to the media and the fans. Oh, you want to see me run the ball? Oh, we're going to run the ball. Like, we're going to run it a lot. It was pretty funny, bro. I felt like he quit passing like he was trying to quit cold turkey or something. Like, it reminds me when I quit dipping. It's like, you just can't have it anymore. And he got down on the goal line. Nope. We're going to run it in. You guys want to see us run the ball. We're going to run this ball in. And it had to be killing him. And it was like he was really trying to prove a point to the media and the fans and us. And I get it, and that's fine. I kind of like it. I kind of like the if that's the case of what it was. That, hey, I'll show it to you. Well, I can do it. Let me show you what it looks like. So I was dying, but seriously, I'm gonna nitpick. You run the ball that much that game, you've earned the right to call maybe a play action pass somewhere on the goal line and pass it in. I think there was a stretch run reverse play action that we hit. I don't remember off the top of my head. I got the B-roll rolling in the back, so if you see a good play action play, maybe leave me a crispy comment. But it just was Nagy. Awesome media guy. Awesome PR guy. Great getting the guys ready to go. And then, the lack of feel in calling plays sometimes just drives you nuts. Although it's better. Like, I'm going to say that it was better, and I like it. I'm happy of what happened. Actually, this was me during the game. No. Yeah, no. Yes! Basically was how I was feeling during that game. Once we got that ball through the uprights and took the dub. But there was a whole lot of internal MF in this team and this coach and this quarterback and everything inside. I was steaming until we got that opportunity. But moving on to penalties. The Floyd roughing, the Goldman roughing, and Fuller's knee touching the ground. All BS. I'll tell you what, with the Fuller play, they weren't trying to look at it again. They weren't trying to give us another look, because I think everybody knows that they blew that call. I think everybody knew, and there is no way they're telling the truck to give them a really, really good look one more time. Wasn't it happening? Especially after some of the blown calls. I don't even know. And you know what? I feel bad for Chubb, too. All those bad roughing plays. Dude, I had to at NFL and say, you're trash. You're trash, bro. Because it was trash. What is football even anymore? What is it? One step and hit the quarterback? Floyd, you hip drag somebody? We could probably find 19 examples where someone was at a stagnant stalemate and you're trying to get the guy on the ground, you're both standing straight up. You use leverage and you try to knock his lower body off balance. It's judo, hip drag, wrestling, 101, get him on the ground. If you don't want him to do that, blow the whistle as soon as momentum stops. That's on you, not on us. Get better, get a lot better NFL officiating. All right, moving on. Some stats and whatnot. I don't like to do just a stats show. You could read your own box score. I used to have a stats guy, but now he's a professional golfer doing his own thing. Shout out. Anyway, 30secondgolflessons.com. Check him out. Time of possession is something that at Shy Bears Plus we harp on a lot. And we, the Bears, 27-01, Broncos 32-59. And a lot of that was those last two drives where we couldn't get off of the field. But otherwise, they did a really good job with that time of possession. I strong feel you keep ball, you have the ball in your hands, you're going to win the game, right? So I'm going to call myself out here. I felt like the altitude actually mattered. It really did. The Bears were calling timeouts to get Mac back on the field. During the game, I was wondering what was going on with some of the timeouts late in that game. But I guess because Mac stayed on the bench and they wanted to get him out there, so they called a timeout for him to get a blow and get back out there. So it mattered more than I thought it would. So, hey, that's on me, man. That's on me. I'll take it. Some perspective on Trubisky. He was 16-27, almost 59 percentage on the completions, 120 yards and a 70 QB rating. He's faced two of the best, probably 5 to 7 defenses in the league this year. What we would think the Broncos, and I do believe the Packers are. In comparison, Aaron Rodgers versus the Bears, when he played a great defense, 18-30 with a completion percentage of 60, 203 yards, and a touchdown. The touchdown was a jump ball in the end zone that was garbage. And then he also had like a 60-yard or maybe 45-yard, just throw it up and see what happens, that was garbage. So go ahead and take away 60, 70 of those yards. He did it like 130. Pretty much the same stats. So before you want to bury Trubisky, I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying he's not. Let's see what happens. I just want to throw that out there. I'm pretty sure I have a chance to throw a crisp meme up there for you guys in the background if I can. Let's wrap this thing up. Mac, a tackle and a sack. The stat line does not do it justice. He was wreaking havoc. I think he had caused 4 holding penalties, if not more. Unbelievable. Stink was having a field day. If you guys were watching that game, it was absolutely insane when he was criticizing their offensive line for holding this guy. Amazing. I can't believe that the NFL refs were actually calling these holds. Kudos to you. I'm still mad at you, though. Still mad. Floyd, this guy's going to have to get paid next year. He's so valuable, plays in the run, and now, he was just bull rushing these guys and getting back and creating pressure. He didn't have a ton of sacks or anything, but he's just showing up and making tackles and being strong and being tall and being long. Turning into a great player. This time last year, we were wondering if he was a bust, and ever since then, the man has turned it on. Great job, Leonard Floyd. Fuller? All right, that pick was kind of a gift. That was thrown a little bit high on that drag route, and you got your hands on it. Kudos to you for coming down with the ball. What didn't come down was your knee, and I can't believe we didn't get another look or a challenge or whatever. I thought that should have been a pick 6. Anyway, great job, Fuller. And then Montgomery, your first Bears touchdown of the season and the first of his career in the regular season. David Montgomery, great job out there. So, yeah. Sorry, I throw a couple stats out there here or there. This is more of an opinion show than me reading you the stats. So that's where we're at. I'm Shy Bears Plus on Twitter. You follow me on YouTube. Hit that like if you like the show. Share it with your friends. Hit that subscribe. And tackle that bell so you don't miss any content. We will see you next week when we do the pregame show for the Redskins versus Bears. And I'm out.